What if the reason you freeze when the spotlight is on you isn't because you're not confident or not prepared, but because deep down, you're terrified of being seen in your truth? If you want to be seen without hiding behind that curated version of yourself, this video might change the way you see confidence forever. So let's be real. Most of us don't freeze when we have time to plan something. When you have time to rehearse a presentation, to craft your outfit, perfect your moves, you feel somewhat safe being seen. But that version of you isn't the real you. It's a mask. It's a performance. It's a polished image of who you want to present yourself as to other people. It's what you think other people will accept. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually totally normal. But here's the problem. Being seen with your mask is not the same as being seen without your mask. And if you're here because you feel like something has been holding you back, it's probably this: that you don't trust the unpolished, unrehearsed version of you is good enough to be seen. Back in the day, I was so good at being seen on my own terms. The only way I'd ever get up in front of people is if I had 5 months to prepare. If I couldn't execute everything perfectly in my practice sessions before my performance, I just wouldn't get up on stage. I'd rehearse obsessively. I planned everything I was going to do down to the facial expressions that I was going to make. And in all of this, I wasn't practicing confidence. I wasn't practicing a trust in myself. I was practicing control. And the moment something went off script, the moment something caught me off guard, I would freeze. I was afraid of being seen as myself. And that's why freestyle dancing in front of people was the hardest skill I've ever had to learn. But it's also the most freeing. You're not just being seen, you're being seen without a plan. You can't hide behind rehearsed steps or a polished performance. You have to respond in real time, from your body, from your instincts, from your truth. And at first, let me tell you, it sucked so much. I hated every second. In fact, I would make excuses to leave class early just so I wouldn't have to freestyle in front of people. I remember I would get so nervous that my body would actually start shaking. It just felt so awkward, vulnerable, and raw. But the more I practiced, not performing, but just being, I started to feel something new, a kind of freedom that I had never accessed before. It wasn't about looking impressive, it was just about expressing what's real. If this is hitting you deep, if you've ever wondered why you freeze when you're in the spotlight, then take my free quiz that I've linked in the description down below. It helps you figure out your unique protective patterns that are keeping you stuck. These emotional habits that keep you stuck in perfectionism, hiding, or overthinking. And it'll give you a custom action plan to move forward. Because once you know what's keeping you stuck, then you can finally break through it. The problem isn't that you're not confident. You can be very confident and get up in front of people, but still not show your authentic self. It's that your nervous system just doesn't trust being seen without that mask. It doesn't feel safe without the mask. Most people spend their lives building the skill of being seen on stage, in meetings, on social media, but they build it through planned, polished performances. And that's what I call visibility, but it's not authenticity. What you need is a skill of being seen in your truth, and that's what freestyle dancing teaches. Freestyle dancing is all about authentic self-expression. Dance is a way of communicating your self-expression. Freestyle is noticing and responding to whatever is happening in the moment, letting yourself be vulnerable, letting yourself be unplanned, unscripted. So once you're able to be seen in that way, it spills over into everything that you do because it's the same skill of being seen in every other aspect of your life. So suddenly, you'll be able to speak without scripts. You'll be able to post without obsessing about what you're posting about. And you'll be able to walk into any room without shrinking. Because once you've trained your body and your nervous system to feel safe and trust in your authenticity, when you can feel that embodied feeling of what it feels like to be enough, that's when you'll be able to stop freezing every time the spotlight is on you. So if you're tired of that happening, of feeling anxious and stressed whenever eyes are on you, of feeling that self-consciousness of being perceived, don't just build your performance skills. Build your freestyle skills. Build the skill of being able to respond and notice in real time. This is the skill of navigating uncertainty, of letting yourself be seen without needing a plan, without needing to fix, prove, or perfect. That's exactly what set me free, and I know it can set you free too. So if you haven't already, make sure you take the free quiz that's linked in the description below that will help you get unstuck and move forward. And if any of this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.